significantly, it features the very first appearance of the satirical heavy metal group Spinal Tap, 5 years before the movie that made them legendary. Stay tuned now as Nick at Night's TV Land and the Museum of Television and Radio bring you this television rarity.
The following special program, The TV Show, is a satirical look at television. It contains, among other things, commercials for products, companies, and TV programs that do not actually exist.
Hungry? Don't waste away. It's time to play bowling for food. And here's the man who beats America's bowlers, Bill Buckman.
Left a good job in the city.
We have a miracle today here on the service. Yes, we do. Look what's in this week's trash. TV's Laverne and Shirley threaten to quit unless they get paid with treasure from the King Tut exhibit. New research says heart disease can prolong your life. Did Idi Amin really marry his own leg, or are they just good friends? Plus, G. Nixon predicts
a devastating earthquake will uncover the real Howard Hughes will. Seattle will go communist by 1980. And a UFO will be sighted by someone whose IQ exceeds the number of teeth in his mouth.
It's all in this week's National Trash. Pick up the trash today. Tuesday, Jackie, Debbie, and Sam are up to their old cosmic hijinks.
Hey, girls! I just got word from Venus. We're safe!
Find out what's shaking in space. Tuesday, 3 girls in orbit. Right after 3 girls in a sub. Wild People Kingdom. Brought to you by Mutual of Oh My Papa. To you they'll be so wonderful.
Good evening. Welcome to Wild People Kingdom, the show that explores the most interesting and dangerous species of life in the world. Man themselves. Last week, you recall our dangerous trek through the Ozark Mountains in search of someone who did not marry his sister. This week, we chart a course where no explorer has dared to venture before. The big city office building, in search of our wild and exotic prey, the certified public accountant. Join us, will you? Now? Finding the accountant's lair was not to be an easy task.
Sure are a lot of Cohens.
Jim and Terry finally located our quarry. So we began our climb, sharing the ride with a woman who was wearing 1.5 gallons of inexpensive cologne. It reminded me of my search for the elusive nocturnal creature, the high-priced call girl. But that's another adventure. There was plenty of danger ahead of us when the doors opened. And for Jim, there would also be danger when they closed.
Oh, it hurts when this happens.
Shh, will you? We stealthily inched our way down the corridor, all the time being careful not to draw attention to ourselves. We had to take precautions. Camouflage would be essential. We were nearing our prey. Suddenly, we encountered a creature whose determination and cunning made our blood run cold. The receptionist. As is typical of the breed, she preens and grooms almost continuously, taking time out only to read Cosmopolitan magazine. Getting past this wily watchbird was going to be tricky.
Do you have an appointment?
We didn't.
Well, you can't see Mr. Cohen without an appointment.
Fortunately, Terry thought quickly. Don't be alarmed. It was only a tranquilizer gun. At last, one of nature's curious creatures was within view. We held our breaths and watched. We were careful not to make any noise so as not to disturb our quarry's daily routine. We watched in hushed silence as our cameras recorded for posterity this exotic and seldom photographed phenomenon.
Yeah, Sophie, would you bring me those W-2s, please? Thank you, dear.
We discovered that this busy creature actually eats and works at the same time. We knew we had to make our move before we dozed off.
Excuse me, Mr. Cohn. Could you help me with these deductions?
Certainly. Let me take a look. Well, you've got quite an interesting portfolio here. I noticed that...
He took the bait. Our ruse had worked. Like any creature whose survival is threatened, he fought with every ounce of strength within him to regain his freedom. It was an awesome struggle.
If you income average your last year's salary.
And so our expedition was a successful one. We had learned much and brought back a priceless trophy.
Incorporate, because if you do, that gives you...
So be with us next week when Mutual of Oh My Papa takes you to suburbia for a look at the last of a vanishing species, the housekeeper who doesn't steal your liquor.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as the night wears on and we enter the 14th hour, there is every likelihood that new viewers will be joining our crusade against non-existence. So from time to time, we shall take a moment to remind you of just why it is that we are here. No matter what disease a person may be afflicted with during his lifetime, no matter what ailment he or she may complain of, there is only one real cause to the end of life for every person in this country, and that is death itself. If we can once and for all, put an end to this most vicious killer, then the scientists in the laboratories throughout the world can continue with their research on all the major diseases with the knowledge that the pressure is off of them. Now, Johnny O'Neill, I can't see you. Where are you? What do I do now, Johnny? Are you here?
Yes, sir. Right over here, Georgie.
Okay,
We've got some very good news for you.
Good news, Johnny?
Just before the telephones went out a few moments ago, we got a phone call from the National Don't Run with Scissors Foundation, and they called in a pledge. You want to guess how much it was, Georgie?
I'll let you surprise me, Johnny
surprise
O'Neill.
you. It was $500. How about that?
$500.
Yes.
That's good news, Johnny O'Neill.
Well, that's not all, Georgie.
That's not all. There's more.
But I knew you'd be wanting more.
I want more. Give it to me more, Johnny.
I'm going to give it to you. The telephone company said they will have a man here for sure to fix the phones between noon and 6 if we can promise them that somebody will be here to let them in.
Well, I'll be here, Johnny O'Neill. Where the hell else am I going? I can't get arrested on the 3 major networks. Thank God I got a home here on the Death Network.
Yes.
You know, Johnny, before we go any further, I hope it can be told of the unbelievable story that the phone company did in Vietnam. It's still on the fritz.
You're watching the TV show on the Museum of Television and Radio Showcase.
If you think your kids aren't old enough to find your handgun, please think again.
That all days freshness takes me to a new perspective, on a different path, through open doors.
Introducing something new, individually wrapped all days panty liners. A unique core and fresh weave help absorb moisture and odor. And now they're wrapped for freshness anytime, anywhere.
For a joyride, to important gatherings, to another world.
New individually wrapped all days panty liners from Always. Feeling fresh is being free.
Stay tuned for more of the TV show on the Museum of Television and Radio Showcase.
Welcome to Celebrity Night Watchman. This week's celebrity is TV and television star Brett Summers.
Celebrity Night Watchman. No, everything's okay over here. Bye.
There's more fun in store next week when our Celebrity Night Watchman is Rosemarie. Good night.
Well, the word is right in Leviticus. Have you read your Leviticus lately, neighbor? I bet you've been skipping Leviticus. Leviticus chapter 9, verse 10. But the fat and the kidneys and the caul above the liver of the sin offering he burnt upon the altar. You're going to have to burn some liver for the Lord, neighbor. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to burn some innards for the Lord? Well, you better have your oil and butter ready. Do you know that? Are you willing to do that? To save your immortal soul. Well, neighbor, I'm going to tell you right now where we're going to hold miracle services during the next fiscal month. We'll be at the Church of the Bell, Barth, and Candle in Gatlinburg, Tennessee for one big miracle service this Sunday at 2 p.m. Ushers, please be there by 11. And then later that day, we'll be at the Smokey Robinson Miracle Tabernacle in Winslow, Arizona for a big Hallelujah Festival and potluck supper beginning at 6 p.m. sharp. Ushers, please be there at 11. And if you're coming in a charter bus, please call my personal secretary, David. Ask for Bill, and he'll arrange for special miracle parking at the tabernacle. It's testimony time on the telecast today. Your name and the town that you are from.
I'm James Jamie Henderson. I'm from Wheeling, West Virginia.
And state your affliction.
Ever since I was 6 years old, I've been unable to walk without the aid of crutches.
What's wrong with your legs, neighbor?
It's my nose. It's too heavy. My legs alone won't bear up the weight of it.
Have you tried inserting cotton balls soaked in camphor?
The first thing I tried.
Well, that is not a procedure that I would personally condone.
That's why I came to you. You're my last hope.
Oh, I am no one's hope. I have no power except the power that comes from the Lord via satellite. All right, Lord, you're going to have to do a job on this boy's nose. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yay!
It's a miracle! I'm healed! Praise the Lord!
Praise the Lord indeed. You don't need those crutches anymore. You can walk. Come on, we're going to take a walk. Come on. The Lord gave him a new body. Isn't that something? He just asked for it and he got it. Isn't that a Lord? Come on, walk with me a little bit. Isn't that feel good? Yes, sir. Now, is there anything else wrong with you?
I got bad gum.
Well, take all you need and enjoy that potluck supper.
Some people say bonjour. Some people say buenos dias. Can you say dias? Some people say guten tag. But in my neighborhood, we just say morning. Some people like to travel. They do. Some people like to roam. But I like it here in my own neighborhood, the place I like to call home. That's right, the place I like to call home. Some people say Gandanda.
You know something, ladies and gentlemen? People often ask me, they say, Georgie, why waste our money trying to stop death? Well, let me tell you something. These are the same types of people who would have us cut down on our defense expenditures until the Cossacks are in our dinettes eating our breakfast foods. That's right. That's right. Well, it's a good question. How do we know that death isn't better than what we have here on our godforsaken planet with all our pollution and our prostitutes? Well, let's find out now from someone who's been there. A man who was pronounced clinically dead by one of the nation's leading hospitals and was revived miraculously 17 hours later. A man who truly deserves the title, Mr. Dead. Will you welcome, please, Mr. Edward Shidman. Ladies and gentlemen, don't adjust your television sets. You're looking at one of the hideous side effects of death. Mr. Shidman, nice to have you here.
It's nice to be anywhere, Georgie.
Coming from you, that's no joke, and I mean that in the most sincere sense of the word. Tell us, Mr. Shidman, what was it like to have a rendezvous with the Reaper?
Well, I'll tell you, Georgie, it was no picnic.
So what you're saying, then, is you wouldn't recommend bringing paper plates to your own demise?
No way.
No, we kid, but we're talking seriously here for a moment. You're saying that you had a lot to live for.
Well, Georgie, all I can say is I've been alive and I've been dead, and believe me, alive is better.
Yes! Yes. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, from the mouth of a recently dead horse. Thank you, Mr. Shidman. Before you leave, may I ask you, what do you do for a living?
I direct kabuki theater.
Isn't that nice? I hope someday to catch one of your productions, I should live so long. Thank you, Mr. Shidman, for dropping by. My God, those hands are clammy. He's really almost there. You know, ladies and gentlemen...
She was the Queen of England. He was the King of Lennox Avenue. Who would have ever expected they'd be living a dream come true? She was touring New York City. He was driving some from Harlem in his hat.
In his hat?
She turned into him, and he turned into her. And from there was no turning back. So Sapphire moved in with her mama.
Hello, Mama.
Prince Phil became a shot out of night.
Every night.
And the kingfish and the queenfish took off all the palace. That's the story in plain black and white. Black and white. That's the story in plain black and white. All right.
Hello, Andy. This is the Kingfish here. Listen, pal of mine, yesterday was Snookum's birthday, and I plumb forgot it. But I done got a good idea to get me out of the royal doghouse. I'm gonna throw a big party, so I want you to bring all the fellas from the large hall and have them here by 8 o'clock. Now bring them in the back way, because I want it to be a surprise. Oh, no, Andy, you big dummy, you can't miss it. It's the only castle on the block. Oh, I think I hear Snookum's coming now. I gotta get off the phone. Well, good evening, Your Royal Highness.
That's Highness, George.
Oh, sorry, Snookums always make the same mistake.
You know, George, it never ceases to astonish me how two people like us, who are so different in every way, can get along. I mean, we come from different worlds, different backgrounds, different social mores, and completely different political ideologies.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm colored.
Yes, George, you are. Now, George, I hope you haven't made any plans for this evening, because my mother is planning a dinner for the crowned heads of Europe.
Oh, no, not the Queen, Mama. If I see that old badlax one more time.
Come now, George. She just doesn't like you to bring those no-good riff-raff lodge brothers of yours around.
Oh, me. Now look what I done got myself into this time.
As regards to the devaluation of the English pound, with the common market floating their currencies and switching from gold to the silver standard, I feel we would be best served with a set of unilateral agreements to stabilize the Western European economy. What do you think, Monsieur Stevens?
Oh, I feel before you go around evaluating the pound, I think you should practice a little bit with the ounces.
Oh, the pheasant.
Hey, Kingfish, I got to talk to you.
Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Just carry on with your high-level chit-chatting. I got to confer with my head French optometrist, Mr. Andre H. Brown. Okay, Andy, what is it?
Well, Kingfish, some of the large brothers in the kitchen has been getting a little hungry, and I think they took a couple of nibbles. I hope you doesn't mind.
Oh, that's all right. There's plenty for everybody. Just serve the bird.
Well, okay, Kingfish, if you say so.
What's holding up that pheasant, George?
Coming, Mama.
happened to the pheasant?
Honey Pie, you got to understand. It's been a bad season for the pheasant. When it gets cold like this, sometimes they eat themselves to stay alive. Oh, but never mind that. Andre, serve the stuffing.
Kingfish, sometimes they've been known to eat their own stuffings, too.
Stevens, there had better be a good explanation for all this.
Oh, I'm sure there is, Snookums. Ain't it there, Andre?
You can go ahead and go that sweet potato.
Oh, me. They go abracadabracate me from the throne for sure.
You're watching The TV Show on the Museum of Television and Radio Showcase.
TV Land is the place to be for reliable primetime TV. The comedy, action, and drama you see, it's all here 7 days a week.
A laugh.
A tear.
A kiss.
A fight. Same great lineup, same time every night. For reliable primetime TV, TV Land is the place to be.
Now you can create the body of your dreams with a new home video, Fitness Made Simple, Unlock Your Potential.
In just 8 weeks of following Fitness Made Simple, I was able to dramatically transform my body and even develop the tight six-pack of abs I always wanted, but was never able to see before.
Burn fat, build muscle. Fitness Made Simple shows you how with the exact time-conserving workout and easy-to-follow nutrition plan hundreds of men and women are successfully using. Call toll-free.
You can't avoid the inevitable, but you can avoid probate. By creating a living trust, your heirs may not have to go through the expensive and time-consuming process of probate. We the People has over 25 offices throughout California that can provide you with the necessary documents to protect your estate from probate. It's your choice, your decision, your money. Call We the People 323-937-2311. No lawyers save money.
This is TV Land.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, can you cook something? Cook something, cook something. Cook something.
Now you can enjoy that great ballpark taste in no time. Introducing Ballpark Singles, individually wrapped for your microwave to steam in that flavor you love and the big juicy taste you expect from a ballpark.
You could be a chef.
I'll stick with Ballpark. New Ballpark Singles. Such a big juicy taste, they plump when you cook them.
Stay tuned for more of The TV Show on the Museum of Television and Radio Showcase.
You know, when we were up at Camp David together, we had trouble agreeing on everything.
But the one thing we did agree on was what beer to drink. White beer from Milner.
For sure. The great thing is, it's white.
No, my dear friend. The great thing is, it tastes the same as the yellow beard.
For sure, but no. It's white.
It tastes the same.
It's white.
It tastes the same.
It's white.
It tastes the same.
Fellas, you're both right. White beer from Milner is white and does taste the same as the yellow beer.
You know something? You are quite a peacemaker.
You could win the Nobel Prize for bartending.
For sure.
White beer from Milner. Everything you always wanted in a beer, but white. Whiteness of beer may vary.
This week on the ABC Friday Night Movie. The neighborhood lives in terror. A devilish fury is unleashed and on the loose. And no one could stop it. Bad Dog.
Look what you did! Look what you did! Bad dog! Bad dog, come on!
Bad Dog. Starring Ron Howard, Donna Mills, and in his television dramatic debut, Benji as Bad Dog.
My God, the couch! He even got the throw pillows.
There's only one way out of this, honey. We're gonna have to buy him a chew toy.
From the producers of The Deadly Sleet comes a new kind of terror. You won't believe you were scared by Bad Dog.
Occasions will say...
We are really blessed here today on the Gospel Broadcasting System. we have a very, very special guest. I met him backstage in the green room, and we had a wonderful few moments of sharing and testimony together, as well as some delicious cocktail peanuts. Formally, Floyd Palmer, would you please give a big, big Gospel Club welcome to a man now known as Elvis of Bethlehem.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Those were wonderful cocktail peanuts.
Well, the Lord does have a way of providing, doesn't he, Floyd? Or should I call you Elvis?
Well, sir, you should call me Elvis now. I guess everybody does.
Well, now, you just have a very special, precious little story to tell us about how the Lord just came down and entered your body and changed you. Now, you weren't always just an Elvis imitator, no?
Well, pardon me, sir, but I'm not an Elvis imitator. I know a lot of people are acting like Elvis, looking like Elvis, dressing like Elvis, and making a lot of money exploiting Elvis. To me, that's just an insult to the memory of Mr. Presley.
Oh, amen.
I'm not an Elvis imitator. You see, the Lord emptied me out completely, my old self, and filled me back up with the Spirit of Elvis.
Oh,
praise the Lord.
Oh. Now, you mean to tell me that the Lord just reached down and out of the millions of precious, darling little souls on this earth, and he did this to you?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. You see, before that, I was just an ordinary grease monkey. I was doing an oil change on the Chevy Nova. All of a sudden, the oil just starts dripping down on me.
Oh, it's like you were being anointed.
Yes, sir.
Oh, praise.
The Lord was anointing me with 10W40.
Oh,
all of a sudden, my legs started twitching like this. My lip starts curling like that. I said to myself, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I was itching like a man on a fuzzy tree.
Well, your friends must have thought you was acting queer as a bug.
Yeah, I was all shook up.
Oh, hallelujah. 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 That is an amazing story you've told us, Elvis. Now, why do you suppose the Lord chose you?
Well, sir, I've thought about that. I've spent some sleepless nights, tossing and turning. The only thing I can think of is the Lord wanted someone to carry on Elvis's mission here on earth who had a good working knowledge of cars.
Praise.
The late, the great Al Jolson once said to me, entertainment is merely a matter of talking louder than the audience. That's why the man was a genius. And no one proves that better or more often than the Blue Ridge Mountain Clark dancers from the Blue Ridge Mountains, I would imagine. Please give them the welcome you would accord them if you had heard of them. Look at them go. Would you believe the one second from the left has been on an all-yogurt diet for the last 2 weeks?
In keeping with the commitment of Protochem Industries to the finest in commercial television, tonight's special broadcast will be brought to you without commercial interruption. It begins after this brief word from the people at Protochem.
On the night of June 3rd, 1896, Tom Protochem was suffering from one of his headaches. So he went to the kitchen of this modest home in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. What happened in the next 10 minutes was to change the quality of life in America and throughout the world as we know it. Trying to reach for a bottle of medicinal salts on a high shelf, he accidentally spilled some of the salts into a can of shellac. The result? Aluminum chlorhydrate, the main active ingredient in today's finer deodorants. But keeping America dry and odor-free was only the beginning for Tom. By 1932, what started out as an accident was now a building. A building that housed the nation's 6th largest chemical laboratory, where over 2,500 man-made substances were changing the way America ate, slept, dressed, and ate. And Tom Protochem? Well, just before he died of blood poisoning, he left a legacy in the form of a motto that everyone at Protochem Industries keeps as a personal goal. Arrive at work on time and park in your assigned space.
We all know how big a part chemicals play in our lives. But do we really know how large a part chemicals play in our lives? You probably do.
But did you know that Protochem paves America's highways through our Proto Creek division? Makes America's women feel better about their lips with our line of Charles of Protochem cosmetics. We also feed the starving third world countries with Protocal, a nutritionally complete line of space-age diet food with 1/3 the calories of regular diet food. And for a more entertained America, Protochem Research even had a hand in the development of 2 of the Mills brothers.
Sure, we don't know everything yet. We'll make mistakes. But if Tom Protochem hadn't made a mistake on his kitchen floor, we wouldn't be here. We're Protochem, and we're here.
Protochem. We fill your life with chemicals. And now, without commercial interruption, history on trial. In 1925, a young man in prison wrote a book entitled Mein Kampf. The ideas set forth in that book became the blueprint for a campaign that would lead to his election as Chancellor of Germany in 1932. 7 years later, he masterminded the invasion of Poland, setting in motion a chain of events that would become World War II. In 1945, as his nation teetered on the brink of defeat at the hands of the Allies, this man sat quietly in a bunker in Berlin, put a Luger to his head, and killed himself. Or did he? History on Trial will continue after this word from Protochem.
Worried about little Billy? Don't be. Symptoms of some types of chemical poisoning often don't develop for 10 or 15 years. In the meantime, he'll live a fuller and more convenient life thanks to the wonders of protochemnology. And after all, isn't it the quality of life that counts, not the quantity? We think it's a pretty good deal. We're the Protochem people.
And now, without further commercial interruption, history on trial.
Your Honor, this is a charade.
Mr. Hitler, another outburst like that and you will be held in contempt. Let me remind you, sir, this is not a beer garden in Hamburg. This is a court of law. Mr. Prosecutor, you may proceed with the questioning of the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Braun, were you ever acquainted with a gentleman who called himself Adolf Hitler?
I was.
Is that gentleman present in this courtroom today?
Yes.
Fine. Well, perhaps you could do us all a favor and point out to us just exactly where that gentleman is sitting.
It's him there.
Let the record show the witnesses indicating the defendant, Adolf Hitler, the gentleman in the aqua leisure suit.
I object, Your Honor. The term leisure suit implies that my client is taking a leisurely attitude towards these proceedings, and nothing could be further from the truth.
Your Honor, the term leisure suit does not imply leisure at all. It can be worn in a variety of circumstances, not just outdoor barbecues and ball games. I personally have seen it worn at theater openings, business meetings, even church functions. I think Your Honor understands I was being merely descriptive and not at all pejorative.
Overruled. You may proceed.
Maybe I should have worn the pinstripes.
You look fine.
Thanks.
Now, Miss Braun, you and Mr. Hitler sublet a summer cottage in the Stuttgart area during the fall and Indian summer of 1939?
I don't recall.
You don't recall? No. Funny how the mind plays tricks on us, isn't it? Well, perhaps these will refresh your memory. Canceled checks for first and last month's rent and cleaning deposits.
Cleaning deposits? She had the cleaning deposit.
All right, it's true. But we never stayed the full 6 months, and I can prove it. We never got the cleaning deposit back. If you don't believe me, you can ask Adolf.
Adolf? That means Hitler. She means Hitler.
I mean, Mr. Hitler.
On the contrary, I think you mean Adolf. Your witness. Why didn't you tell me about the cleaning deposit?
I didn't think it was that important.
Stupid Nazi. Don't pick.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Italian singer.
Yes.
Wasn't that an acceptable performance?
What you're doing with the telethon and the love and the death and the thing.
That's very nice. Wasn't that nice of him to do that to me?
We're going to make something today in the neighborhood out of things that you probably have in your own home. Anchovy paste, cotton balls soaked in camphor. See how light these are? Can you say are? I know you can. And a wire hanger. It's a coat hanger. You've probably seen these in your closet. Notice when you close the door, they go like this. Sounds like a skeleton rattling around your closet, but it's not. Can you guess what we're gonna make? That's right, a model of the Radio City Music Hall. It's in New York City. I went there with my friend.
But it's only 9:30.
Good night, Helen. Good night, Roy.
Oh, I don't understand it, Roy. What is wrong with our parties?
I don't know. There's something missing.
Did someone say dull party?
Well, who are you?
I'm the man from Party Time, here to liven up even the dullest of parties.
But how?
With these. Party Time hoof sticks. Chewy chunks of tasty 100% ground beef feet. Now even better, barbecue style. Just set them out and watch the gang go crazy.
Why, Roy? This party's sure jumping now.
Yeah, look at the hoof sticks disappear.
Love the party, kids. These go great with dip.
We love them plain.
Thanks, man, from Party Time.
Party Time hoof sticks. One taste, and you're hoofed.
You're watching the TV show on the Museum of Television and Radio Showcase. TV Land is television that's here for you, and we love hearing from you. So now it's time to dip into the TV Land viewer mailbag. Faithful viewer Julie from Colorado writes, Dear TV Land, first of all, I love TV Land. Thank you, Julie. But I find I miss some shows I really like to see, simply because I don't have a guide to when programs are on. Well, Julie, that's frustrating. You can always keep an eye out for our award-winning promos that are designed to entertain and inform our viewers about what shows are on when in TV Land. Or you can check out our snappy website at tvland.com. Even better, you can watch TV Land all day, every day. That way you'll always know what's on. Thanks for writing, Julie. TV Land loves hearing from our viewers, so drop us a line. Write to TV Land, P.O. Box 9008, Ronkonkoma, New York 11779. Keep watching for more of your letters right here on TV Land.
Everybody is packing to go somewhere this time of the year, and at the surplus store, we have what you need. Kids or adults can always use a backpack for work, school, or play. There's low-priced luggage for that special vacation. Foot lockers that are great for traveling or storage. And duffel bags for whatever. Stop by the surplus store today. We have what you need. Open 7 days a week at Venice Boulevard and Motor Avenue in Los Angeles.
At Claude Short Dodge in Santa Monica, prices are being slashed with rebates as high as $1,500 or 1.9 financing on specially selected 99 Dodge vehicles. Renowned for its cab-forward design, Dodge Stratus starts at just $15,280. America's #1 selling minivan, Caravan starts at $18,005. Dodge Intrepid stylish road handling starts at only $19,945. Convenient, friendly service for 77 years. Claude Short Dodge in Santa Monica.
You're watching TV Land.
Chocolate. The magic word. Give me 1 box of Jell-O instant pudding, milk, a quick stir, and in just 5 minutes, I have homemade chocolate pudding and I rule the world! With the sweetness so powerful, resistance is futile. I can bring laughter where once there were tears, stir a life where none existed!
Jell-O instant pudding. Smile more.
Introducing Jell-O cheesecake pudding. We don't have the heart to tell it. It's not a cake.
1 Adam 12, no 1. Lincoln X-ray, Ida 483. 1 Adam 12, 415, Ida 417 is a wet delay, stolen only.
1 Adam 12, roger.
1 Adam 12.
You're under arrest.
I said move, move.
1 Adam 12.
Open up. You stay right where you are, mister. Hey, hey!
This is Adam 12.
Stay tuned for more of the TV show on the Museum of Television and Radio Showcase.
4.3 pounds. Okay. And Bambi, slightly under 7 inches. That'll be all, Bambi.
Thank you, sir.
Hi. Does my job look like the kind of work you'd enjoy? Do people at parties tell you you've got a pretty good idea of how heavy or how big things are? Does this look like a foot to you? Does this? Well, if the answer to either one of those questions is yes, then perhaps the Columbia School of Weights and Measures is for you. Imagine yourself as part of a fast-paced and exciting world where every day you're making important decisions and gaining the respect of others. You'll weigh boxes of crackers. You'll measure the length of trout and, eventually, bigger fish. You may even be called upon to verify the volume of jars and, cans.
All you need to qualify is proof of military service, a high school diploma, or $15 in cash. So act now.
Exactly where this...
What's up now, Johnny O'Neill?
Well, George, an old friend of yours is back again. President of the Party Time Corporation and the national chairman of the National Fight Death Foundation, Mr. Donald W. Slaughter.
Donald Slaughter, come on in here. Donald, my boy, I love you dearly. And by that I mean not the way they're doing all around in Hollywood these days. What have you got for me, Don, my boy?
Well, as you know, Georgie, at party time, we make the hook sticks and all the other beef-based products, snack foods, you know, and we feel we wouldn't be in business if people didn't have parties, you know. I mean, after all, what kind of a party would it be if all the guests were dead?
Yes! Not a very fun one, I would imagine. Don't send me an invitation to that party.
I wouldn't do that, Georgie. I wouldn't do that to you. Now, for every bag, you see, of hook sticks purchased during Snacks for Life month, we are going to match that with a donation of a jumbo bag of hook sticks for the foundation to be used by the trustees as however they see deemable fit.
Well, isn't that terrific, Don? There's also money, isn't there?
Well, that's correct, George. As you know, Party Time Corporation just purchased America's largest chain of burger places, the Burger Place.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Don Slaughter. I don't think I am, because if I am, it would be your fault. If you go into any burger place and you order either the burger thing or the burger thing with cheese, there would be a 5-cent donation to fight death placed in the food.
That's correct, George.
You just take it out and mail it to Georgie. Remember, it's not a pickle in the middle, it's a nickel. Thank you very much. I hope to...
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Tomorrow program coming to you from Burbank in the heart of Southern California. Let me say right here at the outset that we are all very distressed about what happened here on the broadcast yesterday morning regarding Mrs. Stephen Bates of Fresno, California. Her husband called our office this morning. Apparently she was watching the program on channel whatever up there. And we had Uri Geller on the broadcast, and he's the famous psychic, and when he was bending the spoons and the silverware and whatever it is he does with his mind, apparently Mrs. Bates was sitting too close to the television set, and her pacemaker went blue, and they had a pretty rough morning of it. All I can say at this point is hang on, Mrs. Bates, because we're going to have Uri Geller back here on the program next week. What is it, Tuesday morning? Thank you, Scotty. And if you can get somebody at the hospital to just prop you up next to the television set, we will hope for the best. All right. Now, we are being joined here this morning by one of the most famous athletes in the history of professional sports. He is the 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. He was originally known by a name he chose not to keep. He is now known by a name he chose to keep, and I will call him by that name because he's a very big gentleman. He probably could beat the stuffage out of me. All right. Welcome to the broadcast, Muhammad Ali.
Thank you, Tom Snyder. It's a pleasure to be on your show so early.
Well, sir, I have been trying to get you in that chair early or late or whenever you want to do it.
Yeah, I've been
for about
trying
the
to
past
get
4
you
years.
in the ring for 4 years, Tom.
Yes, sir.
I'd box your ears back. But you ain't got no ears. Where your ears, Tom Snyder?
Well, sir, I've gotten this far in the business without them. Maybe I don't need them. Who knows? Mohammed, you've been through so many changes in your life. Yeah, I understand you've been through a new change here this morning. You want to talk about it here seriously in the program. Go ahead.
Tom, I'm announcing tonight that I'm changing my name again because I got new religious beliefs.
Yes, sir.
From today on, I want to be known as Izzy Yiskowitz.
Izzy Yiskowitz. Now, I mean no offense by this, but to my ear, just hearing it the first time, it sounds kind of Jewish. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It's Orthodox Jewish name. I am now Izzy Chaim Yiskowitz.
Well, congratulations on your conversion, sir. What's the Chaim mean?
Chaim the greatest of all time.
Well, I'm glad to see you haven't lost your sense of humor with your name and your
We Jews have always had a sense of humor.
I've noticed that whole Morty Gunty thing. Sir, imagine when you change your religion, it involves a lot of study, preparation, that kind of thing.
Yes, it does,
or am I totally off base?
No, you're right on base. I read everything. I read the Talmud, the Torah.
Yes,
I did all of those things.
What's the difference between those two books?
Oh, about $6.
All right.
And then I went through a ceremony where the young male Jewish baby goes through when they're born.
Yes, sir.
That was the toughest part, Tom. I couldn't train for a week.
Yes, sir. I understand that you've changed a lot more about your life. You've changed your eating habits and
Everything's
so
different, Tom. Now I got a new thing. This is the new thing. Tom, it's called Jewish boxing.
All right, sir. What would that consist of?
Well, you don't hit the guy, just make him feel guilty.
I see. Well, we don't have a lot of space here. We're borrowing the studio from Hollywood Squares, but maybe you could just show me a little bit about how it looks like or what you do with it.
Well, the bell goes off, bang, now into a fight.
Now, you're not going to hit me or anything,
No,
huh?
I'll pull everything, you know. Just coming out, just looking pretty.
Yes, sir.
You know, just maybe fire jab. Then you just make that sucker feel guilty. Just lean in and go, hey, man, when was the last time you called your mama? See, then he feels real guilty. He sat down, started to think about it, and I come up back, give him that's down it goes. Olive base, gimel down, ches, that's how he goes.
All right. But you've been involved with products, increasingly commercials, that kind of venture, as your career's gone on. I imagine that's not going to change, is it?
As I get into my religion, I find out new things about it.
Yes, sir.
With Jews, we eat a lot of gassy foods, you know, stuff like cabbage, boss, canade lock, pickled herring, stuff like that. Nice cold chop. It gives you a little gas, sort of keeps you start over when you talk all the time. You ever see where you say, hey man, how you do?
Yes, sir.
Always, you always eat something that lets you know that you ate it. Even if it's a couple of days ago, you can still taste it.
It's that whole deli feeling.
Yeah, it's that whole thing, you know. So I got something new. It's sort of like a tonic water, sort of like a seltzer. It's called Izzy Fizzy. And that sort of will just relieve that. So you'll be able to go, hey man, how you doing? I'll go, hey, how you doing? That'll be all gone.
I'm looking forward to that day.
I got a poem, Tom. I got a poem. It's my bar mitzvah poem. You got time for my
Yes, sir.
bar
We
mitzvah
just
poem?
have a little bit of time.
Joe Fraser was not a Jew. Kenny Norton's a Gentile, too. I don't like their looks. They both look like schnooks. Larry Holmes, how's by you?
All right, sir. Well, thank you very much for
Of all time.
being with us this morning, and good luck with this religion and any others you may choose.
Yeah, I call it punching Judaism.
All right. Well, it's a good deal for everybody concerned. Thank you for being with us, Muhammad Ali, and now for...
Yes, Poupel's pocket fisherman actually catches fish up to 10 times his own size. Isn't it amazing?
Thanks, Poupel's pocket fisherman. This is the best vacation I ever had.
All you do is wait for him to bring home the bacon. Except it's fish.
Available at Pay Less, Pay More, Pay Lay, and Pay As You Leave stores.
You're watching The TV Show on the Museum of Television and Radio Showcase.
Hiya, son.
Hi, Dad.
I'm off to work now.
Okay, Dad.
With complete 24-hour service, Geico Auto Insurance starts working on your claim immediately.
Be careful with her.
We'll get you back in your car quickly, so you won't have to rely on alternate transportation. Geico Direct. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
1 Adam 12, 1 Adam 12. See the episode next. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for more of The TV Show on the Museum of Television and Radio Showcase.
Albert Shapiro has the story.
A patch of burned grass in a suburban neighborhood. Maybe not much of a news story, you might think, but a couple of ladies and the officials of the Potter County Sheriff's Office think this singed turf may be evidence of a close encounter of a spaceship kind.
My friend, Mrs. Floyman.
and my friend, Mrs. Carp.
We're taking our evening constitutional.
When all of a sudden, the light in the sky just lit up, like the opening of the Merv Griffin show.
But only when Merv's in Vegas, only.
You must have been terrified.
Not really. We thought it was the boiled beef bones we had for dinner coming back on us.
What happened after that?
Well, then, the men talked to us.
Right. How do you know they were men?
But there was... Oh!
A woman knows these things.
Well, how were they dressed?
Simple.
Understated elegant.
Both neck sweater.
Toreador pants and open-toed sandals.
Don't forget, this was their summer.
I see.
Parachute failed to open and he was killed
Johnny O'Neill, where do we stand? What do we do now?
Georgie, they may have turned off our phones, they may have turned off one of our cameras, but it takes more than that to stop the people who are stopping death. Flood of telegrams in the last couple of hours.
Isn't that great, Johnny O'Neill? I'll read them now to you, ladies and gentlemen. The first one here is from my friend and fellow friar, Mr. Sammy Davis, Jr. Shmuley writes, Dear Georgie, please accept my generous check for your worthy cause, my main man. Death is not a close personal friend of mine. The only thing that isn't, I might add. And he signs it, your boy chick always, Sam. Isn't that nice?
Pero si usted no tiene dinero, ¿cómo vas a bailar en el discoteca?
No puedo bailar sin un títere.
Are you ready to rock and roll? All right, we got a great show for you tonight. From Scotland, making their first U.S. appearance, Sits Bad. From Cleveland, Ohio, we got Louisville. From New Zealand, the band that played on the first Meatloaf demo, Jumbo Prawns, plus a special film tribute to Wilma Rudolph. And now, from England, Hap might say you're gonna love them to death, Spinal Tap.
Since I don't know when, I've been a roller since way back then, oh yeah. But late at night when the boogie's through, I go to bed just the same as you, oh yeah. But when the rock and roll nightmare comes, the devil's gonna make me eat my drums. Eat my drums, not me. I try to fight it, but I just can't win. I chase it out, but it comes back in, oh yeah. Weight pressing on my brain. If I was smart, I would go insane, oh yeah. Cause when the rock and roll nightmare's here, I start to worry about my whole career.
I'm so guilty. Have you anything to say?
Not guilty. And when the rock and roll nightmare's gone, I jump about with my pajamas on.
If you're like me, you've always said, I'd like to own some land in the great Northwest. But if you're also like me, you just don't want to get your feet dirty walking on it. Well, that's where I come in, because when you get right down to it, there's no one more like me than me. I'm Don Hunter, president of Don Hunter Land and Carpet Company, the nation's leading carpenters of prime recreational land. Folks, don't be like me and wait till you're retired to enjoy the benefits of owning your own piece of land, completely carpeted in lush nylon, pile, shaggy, your choice. Take it from me and do what I did. Send for our free brochure, map, and carpet swatches that will show you how to bring the comfort of indoor living to the great outdoors at Shag Pines Estates. So if you're like me, or if you just plain like me, write your name, address, and phone number to me. I'm Don Hunter, Shag Pines Estates, Drawer L, Wallace, Idaho. Thank you.
Together all across America to give the final no-dos to the big sleep. Johnny O'Neill, the tote, do it to me if you please.
George, I think we're going to want a timpani for this one.
Let's hit it, Ball.
$753,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost there. I don't want you people out there to get discouraged. We have almost 1 hour left, and we're sticking with our goal, $25 million by the time we go off. Now, I know a lot of cynics and experts and people with college educations will say, Georgie, you're kidding yourself. And maybe we are, but I'm an old-fashioned kind of cuss. And I believe that if all Americans can come together in this hour of need, we just might send this thing over the top. If each person watching right now would just give $7,000, we could lick this terrible killer once and for all. That's not much to ask, $7,000. So call now. Good night, everybody.
This portion of the Greg and Jody Show was brought to you by Party Time Snack Foods, a division of Protochem Industries, makers of Puff Sticks, Gum Chips, and Gristle Twists. At Party Time, all we throw away are the antlers. Thursday is comedy night on ABC. First, a terrorist takes over the van on Three Girls in a Van. Then pandemonium breaks out when Uncle Joe thinks he might be a Negro on Uncle Joe's Diner. Then, it's a surprise party and you're all invited at America's first all-girl fire station, home of the Girls in Red. Then there's Trouble for Mickey when the car won't start on prom night on Trouble for Mickey. It all begins at 8/7 Central Time right here.